So GTA 6 is a single player game. There's no co-op and there's no online, at least for a good bit right now. It seemed like the perfect storm for a co-op game. You have two main protagonists. You can kind of just invite your buddy over and get some of the campaign done. It really felt like this was going to be the perfect storm for that, but Rockstar is going in a different direction with online. I'm pretty sure we're going to see a completely different IP next year, probably sometime later, and we'll see the same type of marketing strategy with that. Because if you remember, the original GTA Online kind of got announced before GTA 5. So if we were going to see anything about GTA Online, I think that we'd see it pretty soon. So it could be here in the next couple months that they announce a trailer or something, and then they say, hey, we're going to be pushing this thing out early next year. But I kind of think they let Grand Theft Auto 6 ride for a little bit, get all that Christmas money, get into next year a little bit, maybe get some DLC money, and then go into online. And that is where they'll really make the big bucks. I know everyone was kind of having that, oh yeah, GTA Online and GTA 6 are the same thing, but they're not. And I see a lot of big creators out there going like, oh yeah, GTA 6 Online. That is not what it is. So what I believe Rockstar is going to be doing is making a complete project that has Liberty City, Los Santos, and Leonida all in it. So I think that that's what we're going to be seeing for online, something of that sort where they can expand it, put the other cities in there, put even maybe South America in there is what I've been hearing from all the rumors. So I really don't feel like online is going to be strictly a GTA 6 thing. It's going to be like GTA world, kind of like Sims. It's going to be the whole world concept. They're not going to just stick to one area. So whenever I heard GTA 6 online, I started kind of chuckling to myself because this doesn't make sense. GTA 5 and GTA Online were kind of tethered in a way where the story and everything kind of interacted, and they can still do that to an extent with online. They can still make all these stories kind of intersect with, say, Liberty City stories, Los Santos stories, stuff like that. So now we need to think about the projects in two different forms. We have GTA campaigns, and then we have GTA Online. And I do believe that with the acquisition of 5M, the GTA Online is going to be a completely separate thing, a completely separate cost. Just like GTA Online is right now for PlayStation. If you go there, you still have to spend like $20 to be able to play online. And then you have the subscriptions that you have to keep up with. So it still does cost you a pretty penny to be able to play online exclusively. So I do feel like that is going to carry over into the next version. So we're still going to have to pay something to play. And I feel like they really set the standard with that when they kind of said, hey, we'll do only online as a option, right, to be purchased. Grand Theft Auto 5 online, Grand Theft Auto campaign and online, and then you can also just get the Grand Theft Auto campaign. You don't have to worry about online at all. So that's what I can kind of see there. Now, why I think that this is happening, why I think that we're not going to see it for a good bit, is because of what happened back in May during the investors call. We covered that, and I let everybody know right then that we were not going to be getting a GTA Online. In that call, Strauss Zelnick answers a question from Clayton Griffin where they're specifically asking about GTA Online and how that's going to look after GTA 6's launch. And Strauss Zelnick just gets into it and he says, I think, of course, not having announced any online version for GTA 6, it certainly would be premature to talk about, an upcoming business model for something that we have not talked about. So there you have it. Straight from the horse's mouth, Strauss Zelnick is saying, we have not announced any online version, so it'd be premature to talk about anything like that, an upcoming business model. So we do know that it is coming, but it is not going to be really anytime soon. It's probably going to be late next year, and it's going to be a whole complete different thing. They do understand that GTA Online is a legacy program, so they know that this is going to last them for years and years and years, and probably decades into the future if they do this correctly. So I really do not see GTA campaigns and GTA Online really walking the tethered line like they were. I kind of see them more so maybe doing a little cameos here and there, maybe you help them out here and there, but really being its own thing. I mean, he goes in to say that we have 14,000 people that are working full time, including contractors, to make sure that we make great hits over and over and over again. That's basically what he's saying. It's their job to make great entertainment experiences, and they know that GTA Online is one of those ventures. So that's pretty much what he's going into there, talking about how they will be doing something with GTA Online, but just not right this second with GTA 6. So that's a pretty good indication of where we were headed. Now, if anyone needs to know further information, just look towards August when, again, we will have the same type of investors call, same type of information. Now, I want to get in here because in one of these sections, Strauss Zelnick does talk about how third-party realtors will be part of their marketing strategy, and they will be taking those into consideration. I know a lot of people are talking about how there's no disc and how a lot of third-party realtors won't be selling GTA Online because of those discs. Well, go ahead and protest all you want. This is the biggest game of the decade, of the century, really. And in all honesty, you're the one missing out on any type of profits from that, any type of program that you can work out with Rockstar. So that is kind of on them for doing such a bold move and saying, hey, we're not going to be selling GTA, especially because there's no disc. When you have Best Buy literally falling on their swords saying, hey, we'll even do a pump fake marketing strategy. That way, you have complete access to all of our consumers. That's basically what Strauss Zelnick says. He's like, if we have ease of access to the consumers, through the third-party realtors, then, we're kind of going to give them a little bit back. And that's kind of what I see. If they're providing us with avenues to consumers, then we're going to be providing them with other things. And I think that we've seen Best Buy kind of fall on their sword back in the day and talk about just that. Oh yeah, there's going to be something coming out on May 18th. Turns out there was nothing coming out on May 18th. What exclusives could Best Buy possibly have? Maybe some type of physical launch version, maybe some type of console bundle version that they launch. Who knows, but I do think that we will see something from Best Buy here in the future. I don't think that they are quite done with this whole marketing strategy. PlayStation is going to be another big third-party realtor that they're using, at least a store. They've done a lot with PlayStation already. The haptic feedback through the controller, they'll use the integrated speaker in the controller for car noises and other noises like that. The adaptive triggers they'll use for braking and gas. So it's really cool. You'll probably use the swiping and the tilt a lot like that robot game that came out with the PS5. The whole Tempest audio tech was used with AMD. So now they have better efficiency when producing dynamic audio, and it doesn't really work with your GPU. So that's kind of what's happening there with Tempest Audio. The whole integration and the engineering between Rockstar and PlayStation has been huge, but there has been a little bit of the same work with Xbox, just not as much. They are still using that solid state drive kind of technology with Xbox also. And I think people kind of mix those things up like, oh yeah, it's just not going to be anything exclusive for Xbox. Well, there's kind of going to be a little bit of a push for Xbox saying, hey, we still run pretty good over here. The Xbox Series, what is it, X and PS Pro are said to run at a stable 60 frames at 4K is what I was seeing. Maybe it was a stable 30 frames is what I was seeing. But something like that, you'll be able to run at a stable frame rate. Think that anything below 30 is going to be pretty rough. So Xbox S might have an issue with that. The PlayStation regular consoles, what they said, most of the stuff for the trailers was shot on. So I think that will be okay there, but only time will tell, really. There's definitely going to be some upgrades with the PS Pro just on like fidelity and everything like that. So we'll check out the Xbox store and you can see everything's kind of blurred. Everything's kind of locked down. You're not really able to see what's in there. The price is kind of hidden behind all this and you barely see it right here. So you can see that Xbox isn't really giving them that much access to consumers. Just with how the website is designed, you kind of see that. That's just kind of what I'm thinking. So now we're looking at PlayStation and you can see it's not blurred out. You have all the information about the game, all the information about how their game's going to work with the PlayStation 5 right now. All the videos are open that you can see. Marketing, big price tags, everything seems very easy to access. They even have some stuff on the console, and Vice City plays best on PS5. So you kind of see how Rockstar is talking and saying, we'll be willing to work with you if you're willing to work with us. And those two stores just really kind of tell the tale there. But as far as GTA Online goes, it will probably be coming next year, and it'll probably cost a pretty penny with the 5M acquisitions and everything like that. It's really interesting that they do have this program going on. I'm interested to see how much better this will run on a PlayStation versus an Xbox. We all kind of know how Xbox is going right now, having a rough time of it, but that will not change the story for Rockstar and GTA, especially with GTA Online possibly coming out next year.